Hey everybody, my name's John. Welcome to another edition of Zone 1 Beer Club. And this afternoon we're going to be looking at a new one. It's a new one that I believe just come out. I knew it was coming out. I just didn't know when it was going to hit our area here in Indiana. But I was at Louisville Saturday to the Pappy Van Winkle Lottery at the Liquor Barn and actually seen it there in 12 packs and picked one up. It comes in at 4.8% ABV. It is considered a budget beer. And what it is, Milwaukee's best lager. I have had this a few times this week, and just now I've got an opportunity to review it and tell everybody what I think about it. It is a good looking can. You got to look. I mean, there's nothing wrong with the way the can looks. 4.8% ABV, as I said, and it's a pretty good one. So, we'll just tip her down the side here a little bit, and I think what you're going to see in this is what you're going to see in every adjunct. I mean, it's just your stereotypical adjunct beer. Same color, a lot of carbonation, a lot of big head on it. I mean, for people that follow the budget beer scene and the adjunct scene like I do, I think there's a lot of big things coming down the road, especially from Pabst and other beer companies bringing back these older style beers that once existed and disappeared, and now they're going to re-exist. And I'm not saying this is one of those that come back from time, but I believe this is a new one. There's a lot of good stuff coming down the road, and from what I've seen and looking around Saturday at the Liquor Barn, there's a lot of these beers that frankly I've never seen before, except on social media that's hit our area, and a lot of beers that I thought were dead and gone. It just shows up on shelves, and all of them were like what this is right here. They're Miller products, and maybe Miller's trying to reintroduce a lot of their older beers that I thought was dead, like Red Dog. I mean, I haven't seen that beer in 3 years, and didn't even know you can get it in Kentucky till Saturday. 30 packs of Red Dog cans, which is pretty cool. Wasn't a great beer, but I hate to buy a 30 pack, but I might have to just to rekindle some old bad flames with that beer. But let's move on to this one. Let's say it comes in at 4.8%. It smells like your stereotypical adjunct lager with, you don't really get a great big hop note in it. I mean, you get some malty characteristics in it, but I mean, it's just boom, what it is, what it is. But hey, let's give it a try. This has kind of got that adjunct taste. You can taste the adjuncts in it. I'm going to say it's a pretty good medium mouthfeel. It's one of those beers that I'll honestly say it tastes different than it smells. But it's a fairly good lager. I mean, I think I give 8 some change for a 12 pack. I actually shared this with 2 other people Sunday evening, and we all drank the beer together. We silently scored it, and when we scored it, we actually all pretty well give it the same score. But we've all been drinking beers for so many years together, so we all kind of tendally know what somebody's going to give it, and we all give it a 3.75, which depends on what grading scale it is. It's a pretty solid C, low C plus, and that's pretty good for this beer, I think. Like I said, it's really, I think it's grainy, real grainy. And I hate to use that word grainy, but real grainy. Is it my favorite budget beer? No. Is it one I'm going to go out and just run out when I get my last one done and buy more? Probably not. I think it's going to come to a point in time when I was thinking about this today. Is it going to come a point in time where, I mean, there's so many budget beers that are out there on the market right now, and there's so many more getting ready to explode on the market within the next 6, 8, 12 months, that I think we need to revitalize what we're think here is okay, we're going to give 8 and some change for a 12-pack of the Beast Lager, which is a pretty decent budget lager beer. Or am I going to spend basically maybe $1, $1.50 more and buy some Coors Banquet, or buy PBR, or buy Miller High Life, or buy something like that? And I think that's maybe a lot of the beers that I've tried here, and I know I've done so many of them, I'm trying to hit that note of what point is budget and what point do we need to go over budget. And I think a lot of the beers I've tried has been pretty spot on. I'm not saying this is not a spot on budget beer, but I think I would tend to maybe invest a little bit more. I'm not saying this is bad quality, but I would tend to maybe spend a little bit more, maybe $1 or $2, and get a better quality beer. I mean, is it better than Budweiser? No, I'm not a Budweiser guy. I'm a light beer guy. But I think at 4.8%, there's a lot more comparable good budget beers coming in from that range of a 4.4 to maybe a 4.8, 4.7 range that I would tend to go to more. But back what I'm saying, on the budget line is at what point is budget beer going to budget itself out by the general population of people that drink these beers to the point where it's cheap, too cheap, or do we want to spend another $1 or $2 and get a better premium beer? Because for 8 and some change, let's say $9 after tax, I can get the same, almost a premium where I live. I don't know what the prices are where anybody else lives, but where I live, I can almost buy a better premium beer, the same amount of money, and maybe enjoy it a little bit more. And that's all I'm saying. I mean, I'm not dogging the beer. I'm not bashing the beer. I'm thinking that, I think in my area where I live, in the Louisville area, I think there's comparable beers of maybe $1 more or at the same price that are better than this beer. And that's all I'm saying. I mean, I've got a few more left, and I'm definitely going to drink them, but I'm not going to run out there and buy it again. But I think the market is going to be oversaturated with budget beers. I think it's almost getting to the point now where it is. But I'm going to keep drinking them and keep reviewing them because I enjoy them. But this one, I give it a pretty solid C. I'm not going to score any higher than that. But overall, I mean, a lot of people's going to run to this because, I mean, if you're a Bud drinker, you would probably like this. But me, I mean, if I'm going to, you know where I stand on it. So, but anyways, hey, I'm John. Don't forget No Shave November. We're supporting here at Zone 1. So, hey, you guys have a good one. Tell me your thoughts, what you like, what you don't like about it. But I think there's some better beers out there on the market for the same price than the Beast Lager. Sorry, guys. Have a good one. I'm out of here.